1987, Rishikesh, Vashisht Gufa, and I went for my college for a trip. I had the idea, I come from a family of Brahmins where all those rituals and everything is performed. But this place, I felt that I have to write that book. I have to write. Has been traveling Himalayas for almost 3 decades, searching for my own answers, walking across mountain peaks. All the images I'm showing for you to relate to the book. And people who have not read the book, probably they can have this images as perspective from where my book is coming from. Like I was also looking for someone, maybe a monk, for answers. But I soon realized that the answers were hidden behind the shadows of my mind. And all these decades of experience manifested itself in my passion to write. The top right corner and the bottom left corner are mentioned in my book. Bottom left corner is Swami Yati Dharmanand, who's in USA now in the World Religion Conference. Stayed in a cave, begged for food, practiced Hatha Yoga, etc., etc. But passion alone does not bring the story out. I finished writing this book in 2010, November 10, and this is the last chapter in my blog. See, the passion you cannot, you write, but it is not the reason. There's a very good poet called Maria Rilke. He said, can you say that if you would die, if you are forbidden to write? If you have that, then you should write. And then we have another great guy, I really like that guy, Friedrich Nietzsche, a philosopher. He says, of all that is written, I only love what a person has written with his blood. It's actually a painful pursuit. Most of the people, I should not have done it. I went through a pain for the last, 5 years now. So, when I have written the book, why didn't I publish it in 2010? Because I felt that there's no reason for it to be published. There has to be a reason. There's another great writer which I really admire. His name is Milen Kundera. He wrote in one of his books that any art, any book has to have a reason for its existence. And if it doesn't have that, the book is not a great thing. It is not a masterpiece. Of course, Songs of the Mist is also not a masterpiece. But yes, I didn't have the purpose to write the book. I didn't have the purpose to reach out to audience or the readers to read the book. But then this happened. One fine day I asked my son, who's here somewhere, have you read Bhagavad Gita? He said, what is the point of reading Bhagavad Gita? Young generation does not relate to our rich cultural heritage, because over a period of 5,000 years we have taken the real good things of our heritage and the thinking, the thought process, and we have only retained the ritualistic process, and that's sad. And I'm trying to do this, that people should go back to the thought process, which should be experimented, proven, and then brought as a rule, which has been happening in the West. The soul cannot be created or destroyed, says Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, and this is exactly what most of scientists of the world would say about energy. Page 25, I have written this. See, there's a very uncanny similarities between science and spirituality, and that's where I'm coming from. And this guy, Manjul Bhargava, I really love this guy, and this is what I wanted all the youngsters to go to. He's a math wizard, and he actually gave his PhD thesis based on his grandfather's verses from Sanskrit, Brahmadatta, which was written in 600, which 200 years earlier, Dr. Gauss has brought it out as a problem, which Manjul Bhargava solved it in his research paper through Sanskrit text and Rubik's Cube. So it is the time we all need to go back to our rich ancient heritage, be inspired by it, create masterpieces in arts, music and writing, and above all, find the divinity within. So that's my purpose. Yes, there's a lot we need to connect with, find out and learn from. Songs of the Mist, book 1 of the Monkey series by Silent Crusade, to reach out to all those readers